What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again with the weekly Twitter advice. If you are here on part 2 of the weekly Twitter advice, but you haven't seen part 1 of the weekly Twitter advice, get your booty back on over to part 1 of the weekly Twitter advice, because otherwise you're missing out on all the juicy deets, okay? You're missing out on me dragging people, you're missing out on me calling people names. I think dragging people and calling people names are 2 different things, so I'm gonna keep both of those in here. And yeah, you're missing out on some good shit. So get your booty back to part 1, and then get your booty back over here to part 2, and then we'll get started on what Twitter has to say about the shenanigans. Let's get started with question 1. This is the one where she wants to sleep with this nigga, but he dirty. I want to see what Twitter has to say. I just don't understand how we got from well kept to smells awful. I mean, does being digmatized negate the ability to smell? Good question, sir. Good question. Like, I get it, he looks good, but you couldn't smell him from a mile away? Like, homie stank. I'm not understanding why she would sleep with anybody who smells awful. That's what I don't get either. Like, I feel like, okay, maybe making out a little bit, but the minute he takes his clothes off, that stench is full force, and I don't want that anywhere near me in my naked body. I just think that's gross. It says, wait, I'm still not over this. A well-kept goatee, but not a well-washed ass? How do you have one but not the other? You gotta have both. My husband has both a well-kept goatee and a well-washed ass. Thank you for that, Chavez. I appreciate you, because apparently it's too much to ask for both. Have you considered taking him out back and hosing him off? It says hiding him off, but we know they meant hosing him off through the excellent use of giffage. This one says Hotep plus BO equals gotta bounce, and ain't that the truth? We do not support Hoteps in this house. Apparently, mostly because they don't wash themselves. Disgusting. I'm sure he smelled awful before you slept with him, but you did it anyway. Let's start with why you thought that was okay at first. Tell him to take that alkaline water I'm sure he drinks and fill his tub with it and bathe. Wash yourself before you cross the shelf into my vagina. I don't know where I thought I was going with that. He got to hit, and now you probably have a bacterial infection. Advice, get you some antibiotics. If he touches anything, clean it with fire. I fucking love the wonderful world of, the amazing world of Gumball, excuse me. Peen is, an unabashed denisexual. I've seen your name here before, ma'am. Welcome, welcome. This one says, Peen is free and abundant. As that's all you seem to want out of him, wait 10 minutes for the next one to arrive. If you truly want more out of him, I don't think he's got it together upstairs enough for a relationship. We're gonna leave it at that and go ahead and move on to question 2. Girlfriend of 4 months. Oh, this is the one where he was like, I'm gonna marry my girlfriend of 4 months who's pregnant, and then she's also married to somebody else and lost the baby. Being that she's already married, your courthouse marriage is basically void. Get therapy for your depression. Get help, sir. Honey, your marriage is a fraud. Also, don't run to marry someone just because she's pregnant. It usually doesn't end well. Anyway, move on, count your blessings, and refer to the below before starting your next relationship. First date questions. Are you married? Is someone married to you? Are you married without your knowledge? Is there someone that you're attached to in a married way? I feel like those are pretty good questions. You know, just off the bat. You married? Are you married with or without your consent? I need to know these things. Unabashed denisexual again. Sir, you are single because that courthouse thing was invalid. Get an annulment and tell her to lose your number until after she's divorced and not before, and honestly, not really after either. Don't call me back, bitch. We don't want you here. Fucking polygamist ass. Blech. Blech. Ooh, look, it's Vanessa Hudgens. Oh yeah, by the way, Anyway, guys, Vanessa Hudgens actually added me on Twitter. Somebody messaged her and told her about the weekly Twitter advice, and so she started watching the videos. So shout out to you, Vanessa Hudgens. I don't know who fucking messaged her, y'all messy asses, but she's a celebrity, so it's all good. We love you here on SkittenSays, Miss Vanessa. So she said, your marriage isn't legal in any way, so there's at least that. Process losing your child and get the help you need to move on with your life, preferably with a licensed professional therapist, aka not 6 brown chicks, please. Go see a real therapist. Damn. But yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to question 3. Oh shit, I fucked this shit all up. Ah, please. This is the dumb hoe. Fucking question 3. This is the dumb hoe who was like, he seemed willing to marry me, so I fought the girl that he was clearly interested in. Call the nearest counseling agency and schedule an appointment ASAP. You have some soul searching to do if you are going around telling a man that you are the one. Get help, sis, before you end up on Fatal Attraction. First, grow up. Fighting over a man, not a good look. Secondly, get a good lawyer and practice crying on demand like white women. I feel like that statement is so unfair because not all white women cry on demand, you know? Like, a lot of us, like, don't know how to cry on demand every time we get in trouble for stuff that we should get in trouble for. Like shooting somebody in their own apartment and saying, I thought it was mine. And see. Also, maybe stop trying to direct people's life paths and wait for them to propose to you. And Vanessa Hudgens just said, hire a good lawyer, hope that helps. This shit is self-explanatory. Like, she's pressing charges, you're done, ho. You fought this girl over a man who apparently doesn't even want you like that. Like, I'm gonna move on to question 4 because this shit's pointless. This one, I can't wait to see Tritter. I can't wait to see Twitter drag her through the fucking mud. Fuck this hoe who is sleeping with her aunt's fiance and wants him to leave her. Fuck. Ooh, Vanessa Hudgens again. How are you so certain he cares about you when he's showing you and telling you that you're just sex? What's not clicking that your aunt is getting married to this man that you only get a piece of here and there? No need to wait on what'll never happen. Just find someone single. That's what I don't understand. Like they said in the previous question, peen is free and abundant. There are so many dicks out there. Go find one that is not already attached. That sounds bad, not already attached to somebody. But go find one that's like not already spoken for. There's so much dick out there. Like, you don't need this specific one. Unabashed Denies Sexual says you've been sleeping with him for 31 days max, 21 days or 28 days minimum. He's publicly promised to marry your aunt, a process that certainly took much more than 31 days. I mean, not much more, apparently, according to that one question. He's telling you that it's just sex. What besides your horniness and low standards is telling you that there's anything more to it? I love that last line. What besides your horniness and low standards? Like, that's all it is, bitch. Like, you don't love yourself enough and you think the nigga's hot. Like, this one says, so you want to betray your family like that over a man who is telling you that it's just about the sex? Like, blood relations? For dick? You sure? I'm not sure. I'm not sure for you, ma'am. Ma'am, he's clearly showing you it's just sex. You think he cares about you because he's giving you that Peter whacker? What the fuck is a Peter whacker? But he doesn't. He's promised your aunt forever and he's going to marry her, so you're waiting for nothing. Find a man who's single. I like that, Peter whacker. I'm gonna start using that. Anyways, there's so many fucking things that I'm like, I'm gonna start using that, and then I forget it because you get so many more. People come up with such good words. But anyways, I'm gonna end weekly Twitter advice here. people are just being a hot mess apparently. So with all of that, stay out of trouble, guys. Please stop sleeping with married men, and peace out, Ho Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.